Hi, it's General Stotts, and I wanted to talk to you about the tech scouting process and the approach that we're going to take in the 75th to that. Of all of the things that we've been asked to do, perhaps the most confusing is the tech scouting process. In general, people can understand finding subject matter experts and assigning them. They can understand quick turn projects and processes. But a little harder is tech scouting because there's not doctrine on how you do this. So I want to cover two broad areas. First of all, just from a process standpoint, who are we doing the tech scouting for? What exactly are we providing them? How do we go about figuring out what we're going to do our tech scouting in? That's the process side. Equally important to me is that I give you opportunities in areas where you can show initiative. And in this particular case, there are some things that need to be done to ensure that this is a feasible, acceptable, suitable process. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and start. First of all, we're going to be doing tech scouting for predominantly three organizations: Army Research Lab, CCDC, formerly known as RDECOM, and all of their subordinate locations, and Army Future Command Army Application Lab. As you can see up in the corner here, they're going to provide us, now they're going to provide us documents. They might not give us a consolidated, probably won't, at least initially, give us a consolidated list of prioritized gaps. So what I'm looking for our Chief Innovation Officer and his folks to do is to take the inputs from a variety of sources and come up with that prioritized technology gap. Kind of think of the left and right bounds as it's got to be broad enough so that it's going to be valuable, give folks an opportunity to really find some innovative things out there. But it's got to be specific enough that we're just not everything in the world. And at the end of the day, whatever we find in this process has to be something that's useful to, again, ARL, CCDC, or AAL. So then they'll give it to the G3. That's going to go out as an actual order. Big believer in orders process, right? To our groups and city teams. And then they'll work within their innovative ecosystems, and again, academia, industry, other parts of the government, and they'll query them specifically on these technology gap areas. As they find out information, they will submit reports back to the CNO, and that's going to go two places. One is it's going to go to AFC, to their big database, and you see it right here in the center of the diagram. We're working with somebody named Cade up there who's putting that together. And then it's also going to be provided in whatever form is appropriate back to the folks we're doing it for, and you can see them listed there on the right. What form exactly those reports are going to take at this point in time, I'm not 100% sure. Neil has been working on that. He's been working full-time on coming up with a report format. That may be an area where we need a little bit of help. What exactly does the data format look like that we're going to provide to AFC? Not 100% sure on that either. That's something we could probably use some work on as well. How do we go about tracking tech engagements? That's another area I'm going to need some help on. All that said, the process is relatively straightforward, and it doesn't have to be 100%. One of the discussions that I recently had with some of the leadership in our unit is that we shouldn't wait to, there's an old saying. The old saying is that better is the enemy of good enough. This process is going to be modified. The product's going to be modified over time. But the most important thing is produce, and you guys have all seen that on my command priorities list. That's about it for this video. I just wanted to give you some idea of what tech scouting was going to look like and what are some of the areas we're still working on. I'm going to be working very closely with our leadership, with the Chief of Staff, with our CXO, and with the G357 to figure out how to fill some of those gaps and work with the CNO to ensure that we get some of the reporting going right away. But that's what you can look forward to. I'm hoping to have our initial capability good to go by December timeframe. And then by late spring, we should be pumping on all cylinders and starting to provide tech scouting reports to our 3 recipients: Army Future Command AAL, CCDC, and ARL. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks for what you do each and every day. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless America.